Hi, it's Karen.
And Tim.
From Stamping on the Back Porch. Welcome to another Thursday Facebook Live. Today, I decided we just get done with all the Valentines we need to do because, we're going to be traveling in February. So, that's what we're going to do today. So I'll have all this taken care of. We will celebrate early.
Speaking of early, 46 years ago, this Valentine's Day, 2 days early,
Yeah.
I gave you a diamond.
He was going to give it to me on Valentine's Day, but he couldn't wait. So, that's a story. So he celebrates.
I got so excited.
He celebrates that, which is really interesting. Tim remembers dates. I don't. We're just such an atypical couple because he's definitely the romantic person here.
I remember our
he
first
remembers
date.
Everything. Okay, but we do have three cards to
You
open.
want me to see if they're
Tim
watching?
better see if anyone's on here. While we're waiting, we're going to be traveling the month of February, and I'm going to tell you where we're going to be. We don't know the dates yet, but we will soon, and I will put this, but we would love to meet as many of you as possible. And we have two ideas. Actually, let me know. I'd like to do a poll. What would people be most interested in? We could do...
poll of 3 people.
A poll of 3 people with 3 people on. We could do our usual meet and greet. We just go to a Starbucks. Or we've also thought about doing something like Panera and actually having a little class, making 3 cards. It would be $10, but it would include a drink, so you get your drink out of that. Which would you prefer? And it doesn't even matter if you're meeting us on these. Just in general, what sounds the most fun? And maybe we'll mix it up and try different things. But we thought that would be fun to do too. So, either way, we are good with everything. Where we know we will be is Kansas City, Missouri, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Phoenix, Tucson, and Nogales. So if you are at any of those places, let us know. We just like to start a list because we would just love to meet you and connect somehow. I know we'll be in Phoenix several days because my sister lives there. And we have friends we'll be with down in Nogales. We'll be there a few days. In Albuquerque, I'll be with one of my downline. I'm going to get to go to her events, which is really fun. But any of you anywhere along the way. So that's that.
And if you don't want to meet like at a Starbucks, we could hike to a summit of a mountain.
We could go hiking together.
And meet at a summit,
Tim doesn't know this, but I'm planning that we're doing a lot of hiking. But
yes.
I'm not sure he's going to be up for that. I might be hiking alone. I'm much more the the walker and the hiker and the climber here. So we'll see. And in March, we will be doing kind of north of Milwaukee, and we'll be doing Wisconsin, so just kind of, and Chicago. So filling you in on all that. So, but we have like 3 cards because, we love to travel and we love to meet you as we go. So
I come sit down?
Yes, you can come sit down. We have 3 cards. This is for me. And this is from...
Sorry.
This is from Trish in Florida, thanking me for the journal. I sent journals out to my recruits, this year. I think I showed them once. And is this lovely? I thought, what a fabulous card idea. Look at the 3 squares. Just that alone is a great design. I love how she took the middle one. The middle one is a plainer design, and then she offset the flower and the words. So isn't that a fun balance? I said, I've never seen it done like that. Fabulous card. That is wonderful. Renee said she couldn't find us, but you can hide, and I will seek you out. She got here now, so that was right. Rebecca said, you'd hike with me. I think a bunch of you would hike with me. So
I will hike
Tim
with
has
her
2
too.
weeks to get in practice here, so we'll see.
She was going to say get in shape, and then she decided not to.
Yeah, well, he's working on his eyes, and he thinks one part of his body is enough to work on at a time, so we don't want to overdo it. And Kathy Kraft from California, another downline, and another thank you for the journal. Oh, isn't it fun to get cards, you guys? And thank you cards are kind of a thing of the past. So Tim has this list of people he's trying to. He sends out cards. I make them. He sends them out to all the people that we were with on our Michigan trip. Figuring out the names, addresses, and is waiting on me. And if they never come, you can blame me because Tim has certainly been thinking about you.
Yes,
all.
I have. Karen, where is that list?
I know. I said we have a little going on here, but how fun is that? And this has the fine tip glue, so when it dries, it looks like glass. Or you can use the shimmery effects, whatever that one's called. But how cool is that? And then the last card is for you, Tim, from Chris Coverston in North Carolina.
Chris, that's so nice of you.
And it was Trish Sperlin in Florida. I don't know if I said her last name, but I love to do that. So, okay, so this is...
Goodness. Stuck. You glued to the book. It says book. I suppose that's
See if you can read it. That's a
It
cool
says
name.
book is a noun.
It's nice large print. It's wonderful.
A magical doorway to a world of adventure and possibility.
Oh, and I'm going to read this. It just says, I don't think you can read that. Been working on this for a while. It just screamed your name when I saw it. Okay, this will be good.
That's nice. And here...
So this was a personal one-of-a-kind card, but
Oh, my goodness.
let's see. Oh, that is hilarious. I love it.
How could that be?
I love it.
That is like... That is
Stephanie says, you do cards that way too. You make them and he writes them. That's fabulous.
That is so cool. And that is me. Chris.
Oh, that is hilarious. I love it. Okay, I think she saw that picture of the big ears. Are you a friend of his? He grew into his ears. We're going to do the side by side with a photo of that, Tim.
Yes.
Because it does. You know, that is hilarious. And you know what? This looks like his Zenden too. So it's okay.
Yes. My ears are not that pointed. That pointed. That is so wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, that is really funny.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness. Look at that. And look at it. There's actually built up cards. You see, they're
That's
popped
pretty
up.
hilarious.
So they're like sticking out. That is so, so nice.
So a whole bunch of you are expecting snow. We're expecting a lot here. And this would have been a perfect weekend for a retreat. We're all going to be in crafting, but hopefully, you know, but yeah. So it's a good thing we crafters don't mind holding up at all. We've got lots of things to do. So what we're using today
Yes.
is everything
Everything
we're making is just from
Valentine's.
the Valentine punches. Using very limited supplies. The ribbon, the 2 stamp sets, and the paper. This is gorgeous paper. And really, if you have kids, if you do hearts, anything for Valentine's, look at these foil ones. And these 2 fit in the punches, which is awesome. Oh, and the doilies. I forgot that. And the doilies. And look at all these foil. These are all foiled. They're all beautiful. And then the back side is not foiled. And then there are 2 sheets.
Sorry, I'm messing with this, but I should take care of these. I should take care of these things.
Yeah, not live, Tim. We can live with it.
It's too late.
Oh, okay.
I've done it. I've done
when he gets his mind. But I thought these are just gorgeous papers.
Okay.
And just with these alone, you can make so many things. It might be a little sideways here, but we're all just totally good. So I'm going to set these aside. And actually, we're just using this stamp set today. But this one also is a Valentine's one. And there is a punch that goes with this. So it just makes a cool border with a punch. And it's a Florida set. I just haven't used it, but it's got the Valentines and things there. So first I'm going to start with a card for a friend. I made these years ago. Some of you have been with me a long time. Well, remember, things keep popping up. Isn't that the fun about paper crafts? We just kind of update them a little. I just think this is such a fun idea. So using these stamps, this says, so lucky to have a friend like you. Because we have all these, here's the doilies. We have all these little pieces that work together. Somewhere I had a stash of them just to, yeah, so I'm going to just put them out here. I have only this many doilies left. I'm waiting for an order to come tomorrow because we're using them on the card kits this month. But look how cool things are. They just layer so nicely. So this says, so lucky to have a friend like you. Being friends is better than eating candy, but let's do that too. So that tells you what's going to be in here is chocolate. And I wanted to mention, here's another thing that I thought would have been a great one to use. You make my life better. I was going to say, and then put on the inside for a card. I just think it'd be a great idea if you're giving it with chocolate. Yes, both you and chocolate. You know, because doesn't it fit for both? I thought, what a perfect saying for that. So, but what we are doing here, I just have to coordinate all this. I see I have this little pull thing here. I'm just going to pull this out. We have a mega-sized Hershey's bar. Now, when I made these before, I made the smaller ones, but just for the sake of being able to see this better, decided, well, let's go big, because, you know, you'd be giving this to someone in person, and then you can split it. And partly I wanted to do this, I wanted to have this be easier to read. And I will put a photo on, and I will try to get a blog post up tomorrow or over the weekend for this, but this is what it goes with. Rules of chocolate. Eat a chocolate bar before each meal. It takes the edge off your appetite, so you will eat less. 2, eat chocolate at the top of your to-do list today. You'll get at least one thing done. 3, a nice box of chocolates can provide your total daily intake. Total daily intake of calories in one place. Isn't that handy? 4, if you've got melted chocolate on your hands, you're eating it too slowly. 5, chocolate is a great way to cheer up a bad day. 6, if no one saw you eat the chocolate, did you really eat it? 7, you can hide chocolate by the vacuum cleaner and it will never be found. And 8, if you can't eat all your chocolate, it will keep in the freezer. But if you can't eat all your chocolate, what's wrong with you? So anyway, so this is just a fun little gift. And of course, this could all be made smaller, but just for the sake, so I can take a picture. I see a typo in here. It's going to just really bug me. So, you know, I'm going to have to fix it before I take
See if I can find
a photo of that part. Yeah, no, I'll have Tim look for it and correct it. That will be an interesting game. So what we're going to do here, and I will tell you what sizes these are, but just know I have made these a bunch with a regular size. So it really doesn't matter what the size of your chocolate bar is. So I'm going to give you the sizes for this one, but you would just adapt it for what you have now. Lynn said she's had lunch and now she wants a piece of chocolate. Yes. Mary Lou, you've been chocolate free for 5 years now. Oh, no caffeine. Oh, well, more power to you. You know, and of course, if it's dark chocolate now, it's good for you. So, but yes, cute sayings and true. And of course, you're not going to give this to someone who's really trying, who can't eat chocolate or is really trying to watch their weight or something. So you just have to think of who you're going to give it with. But this would also be a fun thing to bring, like if you're meeting a bunch of your friends for coffee. What are you saying, Tim?
I keep pushing this back so your white doesn't show.
Oh,
but then you lean over.
I lean over.
Okay.
See, and my loose blouse shows, and I don't have anything there to really get in the way. So let's see. But anyway, and it still sticks out. So I don't know. It's my stomach.
I'm sorry that I'm messing with this.
Okay, but this would be fun.
So much.
I think if you were meeting with some friends and just having lunch. You know, if you were going out with a bunch of women friends, especially because they all get the chocolate thing, and you brought this and you were all going to take a little piece. You know, this would just be a fun little thing to bring for dessert. So. So all we're going to do is for the base, Tim,
okay,
we don't want to make people sick. So all you're going to do is measure the width of your chocolate bar and then the length. I just did a little bit longer so I'd have plenty of room here, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So my piece is 8.5. So that's partly why I left it that long, because it was the width of the paper, you know, by 3.5.
Part of why Karen finds me such a helpful husband is that I have ADHD issues.
I know.
And that's the problem when
but we don't want to mess with movement. People get sick enough anyway. That's the problem.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to take, you know, either side of this. So we're going to do this. So this piece, and I'm going to show you how I measure this. I just knew we wanted it this wide. Then I actually wrapped it first. So those of you who just have to know measurements, I'll tell you what this is. But I wrapped it, and then I cut off the end. That's how I do things. So I never measure ahead, because it's going to vary on your chocolate bar, you know. So this is 9.5. Okay, so then all I am going to do is flip. Well, let's see. Let's do the stripes on this one. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to make this upside down. And so see, this is what I did. I just went like this, creased it enough, and then I did this, and then I cut off the excess. That's how you'll know I got the length there. So to close it up, I want this to stick. So I'm going to use my tear and tape. Yeah, it is crazy weather all over. You have 2 feet of snow with more coming. Oh my goodness, up to 9 inches. Tell us again where you are, Roseanne. Oh, yeah, it is just amazing. So I think we'll all just stay in and stamp. We have a good friend of ours, someone who's grown up with our kids, and we knew his mom too. His mom died. Her funeral's tomorrow. She died in her sleep at 73, and I thought, it's just, we just feel so badly about that, and we're certainly hoping to make it to her funeral. So I thought that's just one more hard thing if the weather's so bad. But, oh, man, you just have to appreciate each day. You just don't know. And I thought, and she was totally healthy, totally involved. They're expecting their first child, and it's actually twins, and she was going to be helping. And I thought, oh, man, how devastating. That is far too young. So she was just a wonderful woman, but we never know what tomorrow brings, do we? So I've been thinking about them a lot. So that's the way we'd all like to go, but I think more like 90, not 73. Okay, so then I am just going to close this up. So look how easy that is. Here is my little wrap. Oh, and at the end, I just punched a hole, so you can see this. Oh, I gotta pull this part out. I just punched a hole, put in some of the red ribbon and tied it right there. So that's mine. And then you just decorated it. So I just layered these up and picked 2 words from this stamp set. I just absolutely love the words from here. And I didn't even use any of these decorative things. So anyway, it's interesting. I just focused on the words. So very fun. Oh, Roseanne, you're in Idaho. Okay. So yes, so then next, I'm thinking really simple here. And my mom loves, and her roommate both love chocolate. And my mom's favorite is Reese's Pieces. So we got these Reese's Hearts. And I thought we would just make these and give them. And I thought, and then see on the back, is this one so you can write right in here? Or you could write a longer message. But this, kids would have fun doing something like this. So, a lot of things I think of for Valentine's are just things that are just kind of fun. You could do as a family or for kids, or kids could make themselves. You could, put in one candy. But wouldn't this be fun to make for the neighbors and take around too, if you have kids? So this is just an envelope. And then another piece of our paper. I don't know how many inches we're expecting, but it's, they're warning people already.
6 to 8 is all.
So this is 6 to 8 is all, and I'm really, really glad that we have somebody shoveling for us now and won't be Tim. 4 1/4 inch square. So I'm going to put that right in here, and then I'm going to add my candy. And I'm going to just peel that off, and I'm going to fold this all the way over. Okay, it doesn't get much easier than that. I could have gotten those in a little better, but we won't care. And then I'm just going to take from My Heart to Yours, which is in that stamp set, and I'm going to take some glue dots. Oh, and I never go shopping, but Tim says, I'm not going to pick up Valentine candy. So I did pretty good. We just stopped at the drugstore, and I just got these because I knew this would be for Mom. And we didn't buy too much. I said, I just don't want candy around because you know what? It's tempting. I have to find someone to share that big chocolate bar with, though, but that's going to be for friends. I think plural, so we get it used up.
And we went to a drugstore because we know that chocolate is a drug.
That's right. And it's less overwhelming to me than going to Target. I am so not a shopper, you guys. It's probably pretty ridiculous. Now, this looks like this on the back right now. So partly because this is just punched out of the paper. This isn't stamped or anything. It's just these. And look, you get 2 pages of these. Aren't they just perfect? You just punch them out, and you've got the flirty flamingo in the red. I thought this was perfect because you could write your from here or any little message, and then it covers that up, and it just looks more coordinated on the back.
You glue dotted?
And I just glue dotted, so it'd just be really simple, just easy to do it. Okay, and then then we thought, okay, then the grandkids. So another idea that kids could make. But I think another idea for many years gone past. I just love revisiting old ideas. Kids love this because it feels like a magic box. Here's your little box. And you're going to pull up the string. And look, it comes up and there's no bottom. Isn't that fun? So it is just, again, and look how we haven't done hardly any decorating. Again, these are just punches. These are these punched out with a heart punch. And then it's just real red paper punched with the scallop punch, which is this one. So that's all it is. And you could use up all kinds of papers, but these are all just adorable with the little hearts.
Did I say that I'm impressed with that? That is very cool.
Oh, Rebecca, she isn't even one of my Monday Mavens, and she said I should share it with the Monday Mavens. She is so thoughtful. Okay, all of you Monday women, we're going to split that candy bar into, a dozen little pieces. Monday. So you'll still have an appetite for Tim's lunch. That is an awesome idea. Okay, and now this same idea, keep in mind, I've shown this with, like say you got a little toy in a plastic or a little necklace for a girl or something, or hot cocoa mix, anything works like this. So here we're going to do the same thing. And again, all I did was measure. I wanted it just a little bigger than this just to give me room for air.
Air?
And this time...
Air or air?
Air, okay. This time we'll use this side. And here is I'm actually going to have to buy new ones of these if I actually do send these, because these are, I don't know how many years old they are. I keep reusing these same ones every year, so I wouldn't have anyone eat them right now. but so true confessions, So this is how I do this. Okay, so I folded it there.
The reason she likes it is that one of her terms of endearment for me is on there.
Yeah, which one is it? Ooh la la?
Love bug.
Oh, cutie pie, love bug. Okay, yeah, okay.
Cutie pie too.
Oh, that would be fun. You could just sit and figure out what fits. But if I really am going to give this to them, I haven't figured that out. I will usually, we mail something. I'm not sure I mail these. But I think this is such a great idea for kids to do. And you see, I'm just wrapping this up, and each time I'm just making a crease in here so I can just come along and fold it. And fold it again. And now I know it's going to go like this. I'm going to want to cut it off right around here. So this is how I measure. I am just telling you. So now I need my little cutter. My motto, good enough is good enough. And I think, and if I'm going to make a bunch of these, now I would measure and I would cut all the pieces of that handy little thing. Remember, you can get this. If you buy the starter kit, no pressure, but just a reminder, friendly reminder. So this is actually 7 inches long, in case you're one of those that just really need to know. So now I'm going to put this in. And sugar lasts forever, at least it does on my hips. Rebecca's, that'd be another one on chocolate. Chocolate lasts forever on our hips. That'd be great. Yes, Tic Tacs. Twyla, that's a great idea. Tic Tacs would be perfect for this kind of a little wrap. So, anything that you can see and going to think about this, but these are all just little projects that really you could use for, Halloween. You can use these for anything, little birthday things, but I just love little easy, quick packaging ideas.
For you and for the anniversary of our engagement.
Yes, Tim. Okay. I made a mistake here. Did anyone see what I did?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
And I actually saw
look at this. He saw it and didn't stop me.
You know what you were doing.
Oh, Tim. He has way too much faith in me. Okay, I'm going to cover that up, and you're going to pretend it never happened. It's on this one. So if you missed that, you're just going to pretend that never happened, because I want one. One would be enough. This is where I'm being an overachiever on the tape. I think I needed 2 on the chocolate bar because it was so big. I don't think these candies needed it at all. I'm just on a roll now, and, patterns just, it'll just stay there. Okay, so I'm going to close that up, and here is my little box, totally fit to size. I'm going to take this out. And now I'm going to punch a hole. Oh, Roseanne, you are losing power with all the snow and stuff. Yeah, weather is interesting.
It's frightful.
Yes. Now I'm going to cut this. This is the red ribbon from this thing, and it's a little wider. So to make it go through more easily, do you see how I cut a sharp angle? Because now it will go easily through. And through here. Okay, and I'll bring that through about whatever I think I'm, and then here is where the magic happens. So I have this right here, and now I'm going to put whatever I'm putting inside down through here. Just want to make sure, okay? So that is it. So now this, when we pull it up, it's going to pull this up. So isn't that cool? These would be, oh, it's nice, you that love Valentine's Day. Sometimes it's fun to, they have Valentine pieces. We don't have anyone that comes over at Valentine's Day. It's the two of us. I guess that makes sense.
The way
I
it's
don't know if we do
supposed to be.
anything, but we'll be traveling. So I guess we'll find out something special to do on Valentine's Day. So you can see them. This is just a bow, and again, decorated like all the others. This is such a great punch. These two punches, even when this paper is gone, what you're going to be able to do, I love that they layer. So you have the scalloped and the plain. Next week, I'm going to show a bunch of cards, and not necessarily Valentine cards. But so just, we're just kind of doing these punches. And now it is Tim's turn.
It is?
Uh-huh.
You are so kind and generous to give me
I'm
my
going
own.
to tell you something. I gave Tim a little hint. I said, I love chocolate. And here's another part of the sweet. Look what you can get from Stampin' Up. And I said, hint, hint, you
Hint,
could
hint.
bake in them.
Yes.
Okay, so that was his.
And look what I did. I made a brownie. And I made more than one brownie. And I have leftovers, so I'm going to make some more tomorrow. But
So isn't that cool?
I put a little spray, whatever they call that, oil spray, whatever, to make it come out.
I think I'm going to enjoy this as soon as we're done.
Okay, but you got to wait. And you put the lid on. And this is one of the things I found when we were shopping at Walgreens.
He said, you got to have this if you're going to do something for Valentine's. So it was his
Walgreens.
idea. And this is the same way of opening packages.
Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now,
You could open it, and set it right on there.
it is open.
No, you could open the heart itself and put on there.
Oh, the candy?
Oh, yeah, you could. If you want to see, well, try one. You could open one and leave one and see what you
Yes.
like better.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's pretty nice.
Sue Hendricks said
Okay.
you could mail her one of these.
And let Karen be without.
Now, if you're going to decorate
Okay.
that,
Yes.
I was thinking you could put that like instead of frosting because there's no frosting.
Oh,
Nothing. Does he want
underneath.
hints from me? I don't know because it's his gift. He probably doesn't need hints from me.
Okay.
But
Like that.
I don't know if that works or not. But look at that's
Okay.
cool.
Okay. Now this is my idea.
Okay.
Unrehearsed, if I can find him.
Okay.
Where
Are you
are
looking for all these things that I was showing?
glue dots?
Glue dots. And there's assorted things I was showing.
Is this going to ruin it?
I don't know. I'd want to remove the glue dots. I don't know. Is it hard to remove?
Why does
Everyone's lined up to take one here. So
why doesn't it?
they're
doesn't-
not really going to stick to it.
They're not going to stick
Okay.
to chocolate. Okay. So I don't know. That's going to fall all over the place. So I'm gonna let that idea go. Okay. Now Karen had nothing to do with this, but she did provide me with some ideas.
Well, pieces is what it is.
Pieces. Okay. So I can decide whatever I want. And I like.
Tim does not sign up for speedy crafts. You know, I think we're all aware of that.
Is this not speedy?
He's never in a rush.
Okay.
I lost the comments here. How do I do
Okay.
that?
Hold it this way. Hold it that way.
Okay. Oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm good. Okay. Yes, cupcakes would be great too.
Okay.
Anything in here.
This is from.
Icing would be perfect glue. You're right. A little white icing,
This
and then
is-
it would stick.
This is something that Karen said is not going to work because look at it.
What does the saying say? Because that was the saying he
It's-
went. Again, it's out of here.
Love you lots, I think it says, but it doesn't work.
And Tim said, "Oh,
She
I'll make
told
it
me.
work."
She told me it doesn't work. So I said, "Watch me. Watch me." Okay, how do I get that turned
Rebecca
on?
just had to dip into her stash of peanut M&Ms. They're watching this. Yeah, icing would be the perfect thing for
Okay,
that. But
there it
since-
is. Love you lots.
Oh, it worked.
it pretty much
I'm
worked.
I'm
It pretty much
I'm
worked.
impressed.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for being impressed. Okay, now I got to figure out where to put this. I don't know if I'm on camera or not. I don't
But
like.
as you're watching, Tim, just think, by
don't
putting
like
these things
that.
out on the table, kids would have fun making their own easy Valentines.
I'm being creative, but that's not going to work.
Checking out all the options.
These are. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This might work. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now,
Use glue dots. I
Snail.
don't think I have any snail out here.
oh man,
It's a low
low budget.
it's a low materials supply list day. I cleaned off the table, although you'd never know it now. Oh yes, and like someone mentioned, there is a white side of the doily too, which so
Oh, there is?
So yeah, so it is interesting. So lots of options, which of course you could also sponge and make any color you want.
Look at that. Well, thank you. Who said that?
Okay, he likes that idea, Pauline Wild. So see,
Thank you, Pauline. I'm going to use it. This is why I'm not a perfectionist, because that's okay.
Tim, it is the thought. You have me one. It
Yes,
is
it
the
is.
thought that counts. That you were thinking of me,
Yes.
and that you took the time to make this,
Yes.
and to think about what.
Yes. Yes to all that.
How long did you bake the brownies for?
20 minutes.
20 minutes, and it said it was a box mix, and it said 37 minutes for an 8x8. So first he tried 15, and then he went 20. So that was kind of, you just experiment.
But we haven't eaten any, so we don't know if it's raw in the middle. But I did the toothpick.
And I like them a little underdone versus overdone. I tend to, so we'll see.
There it is.
I'll report on them tomorrow.
There he is, my Valentine. What do you think? Have a seat.
Oh, all right. Rebecca's been in her stamp room organizing. Oh, that is so fun. We'd be proud. Tim, tell people what you've been organizing. Oh, it's impressive. You Monday Mavens, you're gonna have to have a tour.
I have one room in our house. It's the kitchen,
That's his.
and that's mine. And it's a mess. And it's got too much stuff in the cupboard. So Karen said, Tim, you need to do something about it. So
I've mentioned that a few times, but yeah.
And I said, okay.
And one day he just started doing it without, we hadn't discussed
Without
it again.
much.
But all of a sudden he got
Without
busy.
any prompting or without much prompting.
And are you enjoying it?
I am. It's a cathartic experience. It's very therapeutic. Mm-hmm. It is.
So you've been getting rid of a lot of things, and we're realizing each year we could get rid of a bunch more. So,
Yes.
and living in a craft house, we have so much stuff anyway. So it's just nice to have some of the other things, not have so much stuff. I would love, I've said that for many times, I would love to have a couple rooms, like the kitchen, be a little more restful place when you walk through instead of piled high. But I don't complain much because it's not my room. But you know how things collect and you never use them? And it's just the two of us, and there's things that we use maybe 3 times a year. So anyway, it's been I'm really glad you got into that.
I know, I am too.
And he's been surprised at how much he's enjoying it. So he takes out everything and puts aside what he's thinking that he can do without, and then he just double checks with me to see if I care about any of it. And
our daughter is going to come over and grab some things she wanted.
Yeah. So it's all perfect.
It is.
So that's our, we're not, I wouldn't say we're Marie Kondoing or whatever. We're not going minimalist.
No.
But it is just nice having less and having space to put things in the cupboards instead of digging for that bowl.
And I'm not saying I like you. What does she say? I love you, but I need to let you go.
Do you bring me joy or
do
something?
you bring me joy?
No.
Yes, do you bring me joy? And I'll say, no.
So we'll see if this continues into the rest of our house. But anyway, it has been a fun little thing. So this is our early Valentine's celebration.
Here.
And I just hope
I'm
some of
giving it to
these...
you.
Oh, thank you, my dear. And hopefully you can use some of these ideas for, making Valentine's or other little treat things. And then... I think that's it. I will put up a list of the different places that we're going. Should I do a quick list here? Because some of you came in late.
Yes.
Places we will be in February: Kansas City, Missouri, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Phoenix, Tucson, and Nogales. So if you were in any of those areas, we would absolutely love to touch base and just see you. And for coffee, do whatever.
And if we need to come all the way over to Kansas City, Kansas, we will.
We could arrange that.
We will do that.
Thanks, you guys, so much. And I know a lot of you did catch, I put up a little thing about our online retreat coming up, which will be fun. But we just appreciate all of you guys. And I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say today. So have fun thinking about Valentine's. And see, I want to do this plenty of time for anyone who's interested in the heart punches in the paper. Because, if I show them on Valentine's week, it's a little too late to do anything with them. So.
And remember, the next big holiday after that, St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah, that'll be 2 weeks of shows, I'm sure.
When I become Timothy Otitis.
Okay, and he will make a card reflecting that.
I will.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, just wait.
I will. Ooh, I know what to do. I
Do
know
you?
how to finish. Yes. So
okay, I'm gonna read messages. Twyla, 3 Starbucks within 2 miles.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we will.
That sounds good.
See you guys later. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
She knows what.
Yeah, I know what to do, but